Ever wondered how Indian currency is made? Let's take a look at the fascinating process. It all starts with raw materials, mostly cotton and linen fibers. These are mixed together to create a smooth pulp that will be used for printing the paper money. The mixture of cotton and linen fibers is then spread out on large sheets and dried in giant ovens. This drying process takes several hours or even days, depending on the size of the sheets being processed. Once the sheets have been completely dried, they move on to the next stage of production. Next up comes the cutting phase. Here, huge machines cut the dried sheets into smaller, more manageable pieces. Each piece must meet specific dimensions to ensure that they can fit through the printing press without causing any damage. After the sheets have been cut down to size, it's time for them to get printed. Specialized printers use high-quality ink and advanced technology to print both sides of each sheet simultaneously. They also add security features like watermarks, microprinting, and color-shifting ink to prevent counterfeiting attempts. Now it's time for the sheets to go through. The final touch is a machine called an embosser adds texture or raised patterns to certain areas, such as letters or numbers. Another machine applies protective coatings, like varnish or laminate layers over top, to ensure durability over time. Once everything looks good enough, the sheets move on to another stage called finishing. In this step, any imperfections are removed using high-precision tools, such as laser cutters or sandpaper. The final product should look flawless, without any blemishes visible upon inspection. After completing all previous stages, it's finally time for assembly. Large stacks of printed paper money will be placed together with special adhesive tape that ensures they stay securely bound together until further processing occurs later on. Then comes quality control checks, where workers inspect each bundle carefully for errors before packaging them up neatly into individual bundles ready for shipping. Now let's talk about security features built right into Indian currency notes. Firstly, there are microprintings hidden away within certain areas of every note, which cannot easily be seen by human eyes unless magnified under light sources. Additionally, there exists color-shifting ink that changes color when viewed at various angles due to its special chemical composition within itself. Another interesting feature worth mentioning is how each note contains embedded security threads, made entirely out of plastic fibers, woven into its fabric structure. These tiny strands cannot easily be torn apart without leaving behind visible traces, indicating tampering was attempted previously. Finally, let's not forget about watermarks found throughout each printed design element present across every note, which helps verify authenticity when held against bright light sources too. Once all previous stages have taken place successfully, the final product will then move on to packaging, where they will either get wrapped tightly together in large bundles or boxes, depending upon their intended destination afterwards. Afterward, these packages can now finally leave their facility, bound for distribution centers located around India's vast territory. From there, smaller amounts will eventually reach banks across cities nationwide, so customers can access them whenever needed during transactions. If you enjoyed learning about Indian currency making, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informative content just like this one. I hope you found today's episode helpful, as well as entertaining enough to keep watching until the end without skipping ahead too quickly, because trust me, there were plenty of surprises along the way that I bet most viewers didn't expect while watching through till completion. Also, feel free to share any feedback left down below within comments section regarding topics covered here today, or suggestions for future videos alike, if desired to. Thanks again for tuning back in with me during another exciting adventure-filled journey through money making, mysteries surrounding our beloved rupee notes,